I let my heart decide the way I was in. Deep down, I must have always known that this would be inevitable. To earn my stripes, I had to pay my soul.
صدح صوت الحوافر وسمعتها الخيل والفرسان، وصل لأقصى بقاع الأرض، صدى صوته ملا الأقطار طول وعرض. تسابق له من اللهفة بنات الريح، ما تقف لو تسير الريح عكس الريح. من الصحراء تشوف الناس ضحضاح السراب أسراب، تلاحظ في ملامحها الغريبة حالة استغراب، تحدد وجهة الصوت اللي يصداه وصلت الأسماع، وعلى الوجهة ما تدري عن بعضها وتتفق بإجماع. تجي من كل دار وكل صوب، ترابط بين أحاسيس وقلوب، تجمعنا الهواية والمحبة هنا من حيث تجتمع الشعوب.
كيف ممكن توصف شعور؟ ما في كلام يوصفه. مشاعر ما يلزمها وصف. لما تحس بشعور جديد كل اللي عليك تسمح له يقودك.
في قلب الدوحة هناك موقع ينطلق فيه علن النظر نحو البحر، جوهرة معمارية صممت خصيصا لمن يسعون خلف التميز كل يوم وكل لحظة. جزيرة الفخامة فيها أسلوب حياة، شقق متميزة ومتنوعة بمساحاتها، من أطول ممشى تجاري مكيف في العالم إلى أطول موقف سيارات تحت الأرض، ومن ملعب الجولف إلى جمال الممشى البحري وإلى روعة الهدوء. جزيرة جيوان، فخامة، تألق.
A book, a desk, a teacher. For some, a classroom is a given. But for many around the world, it remains out of reach. Yet, we've always come forward to change that. Education above all is dedicated to making quality education accessible to all. Because when a child learns, they don't just change their future.
I want to be a pilot. I've dreamt of being a scientist.
Doctor. I want to work where I can help people.
They change the world around them.
إمكانياتك معروفة وبعدين الطريق كان صعب وطويل.
نختلف وشديد التأثير.
طحت وايد وكل مرة ترجع توقف.
Silence the noise. Run through it.
Every doubt is a reason to push forward. Every runner has their own voice. You don't need a finish line. You just need to move. But together, we move forward.
This marathon, run your own race.
The Labay app, your smart platform for managing your healthcare services at HAMAD Medical Corporation. To register, download the Labay app from the App Store. Log in using your Qatar National Authentication ID. Enable fingerprint or facial recognition for easy login. Then enable notifications to receive appointment alerts and changes. With the app, you can view upcoming medical appointments with ease, reschedule or cancel appointments with just one step, view your medical file, test results and prescriptions, self-assess your health using artificial intelligence technology. Labay, your smart platform for better healthcare.
Minutes to go before the first start condition. 63 seconds for the timeout in the first phase, 37 seconds for the second phase.
أقل من دقيقتان أعزائنا الفرسان لانطلاق أولى جولات 5 نجوم بارتفاع 140 سنتيمتر. الزمن المسموح في المرحلة الأولى 63 ثانية، والزمن المسموح في المرحلة الثانية 37 ثانية. 58 فارس وفارسة يشاركون في هذه الجولة من مختلف فرسان وأبطال العالم.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are just proceeding the start of the first 5-star class of week 3 on His Highness the Father Amir's Price here in Doha, Qatar. This is the Doha Equestrian Tour. We have 10 weeks that span between the start of January this year and through up into the first weekend in April. Is our 10-week
the first to start in this
coverage. Not every week is running continuously, but certainly the lion's share of the weekend between the start of January and the start of April, there will be competition here at Alshaqab. Very good to have your company. My name is Ed Holloway. Special to be here once again. And this is the first 5-star class of the week. And the story so far, it has been 7 wins from Manuel Gaudiano. He has been a man in form. Roberto Prevatali, his fellow Italian, has also won 7 podiums, I should say. So that has been the headline news of the 3 weeks so far. And the man I've just mentioned will be the first and second out of the start gates this afternoon. €6,000, the prize purse. This competition of 2 phases. It's 1.40 m, the fence height, utilised by Peter Schumacher and his team this afternoon. Phase 1, fences 1 through to 8. And then phase 2, fences 9 through to 13 is in effect the jump off of this compressed format. Roberto Prevatali into the second phase. It's a traditional format, so you must be clear through phase 1 to be allowed to proceed into phase 2 by our grand jury. So there's the opening time, 32.74 it was. Roberto Prevatali, the first of the 58 in the 5-star opening class of the 3rd week here on His Highness the Father Amir's Prize. So that's the first time out of the start number that is 58 in total. In fact, it's Emanuele Camilli, not Emanuele Gaudiano, who I was talking about, Emanuele Gaudiano prior to start, but this man also for Italy gets away. His good horse Odense Odeveld is back in action now. This horse was his ride at the Worlds in Tryon of 28 of Henning, I should say, in 2022, the Equestrian Worlds in Denmark. Emanuele Camilli on course, and Odense Odeveld, 12 years of age this time. Son of Diamond Semi, cross to Quelibet Hero for Emanuela. Turns back to 6AB, this boxer into the line, 1 stride. 2 strides, I should say, down to 6B. A little left-handed turn down to a big vertical at 7. There's pretty tall and airy of feeling down towards the in-gate as well. The positional difficulty of that fence at 7. Emanuele Gaudiano, the outstanding rider for this show with 8 wins. If he was to win today again, he's had 7 wins so far. He'll come at 15 with Julius D for his 8th win, potentially. Emanuele Camilli down now. Odense Odeveld to the His Highness Father Amir's prize combination 12A and B, and clear through there. This final fence and jumps it well will be 1.43 seconds slower than his Italian colleague, and that will go in second place, 34.17 it was. The new starter, Turban Colbrand, gets away, and Torben with Mastermind RL, the new starter. The first three horses are all 12 years of age. This one, Malo Carthago Alcatraz. Torben Colbrand Sport Horses owns. They jumped the 5-star Grand Prix here last year. That was 5th place in mid-February. That was the Father Amir's Sword 5-star Grand Prix, and behind Abdelkader Zimmerman, Khaled Al-Mobti and Antoine Herman was the podium that afternoon. Torben Colbrand told me he's just got this horse back in action. He's had a little bit of time off since October, and enjoying having his top horse back in the thick of things at international level, this man. Just a preparatory round for the class to come this week. No effort to win the class, certainly time-wise here. Torben Colbrand down to the late combination, jumps through there well. And Mastermind RL will come home with a double clear, but a steady one. 0.67 down on the time. That leads the way of Roberto Provatali, and to second place goes Torben Colbrand.
The start for Qatar, it's a full start.
This man well placed earlier today in the opening class for second. Fallait Souaid Al Ajami gets on course. This is Wathnan Quality Streets. This pair get on course. Fallait, winner of the His Highness Father Amir's Sword 5-star Grand Prix back in 2019. Rode the Worlds in Lexington 2010 as well. This mare started late in her career. She's 15 years of age, but a wonderful OBS quality, Lux said, mare that is an out-and-out jumper for Fallait. For the Wathman team of Doha. It gets well started. So Fallait Souaid Al Ajami's hand goes up. He retires out on the track of Peter Schumacher. Quality Street retires for Fallait Souaid Al Ajami for the home nation, Qatar. The next to come, this man, and this horse won the 4-star Grand Prix here last day of week 1. That actually was their first Grand Prix win as a combination. Harry also won a 5-star class last week with Bandits. Casco Blue for Harry Charles is the next to jump. So it's now the great 16-year-old veteran, son of Chaco Blue, crossed to Carthago Z. Harry Charles for Dan Peter, and the Z stable is number 5 to get underway this afternoon. Go Blue out over 3. That's how he referred to him, as the unsung hero. He's just been a steady performer in his backup string behind the likes of Romeo and Olympic rider and Sherlock. Charles turns down to the end of phase 1 to the Oxford 8s. Going to have 3 for time, so yes, the bell goes. Harry Charles out to phase 2, just not the point though. He just wanted to come in and get this horse jumping in this arena again. Give the horse an experience in his ring prior to the 5-star Grand Prix here on Saturday afternoon. 3-time Harry Charles and KASS Go Blue. The next pair to come, they won their first 5-star Grand Prix at Major League Show Jumping's Grand Prix of Greenwich in Connecticut. That was in the Olympic year 2024. They had been to the Olympics in Paris for 13th place as well. Rahman Al Raji, we welcome. This was his ride in the Games of 2024. It is Ventago on course. This pair were here in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix about a year ago. They were 3rd in behind Daniel Deusser and Abdul Said in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. Ventago gets away for Abdul Rahman Al Raji. Powerful jump up. He's got a very good backup horse in Heartbeat W now, the Saudi rider. Quite an interesting team, I think, the Saudis, as we look forward to the Worlds in Aachen, because with Abdul Alshaqab now, she's been renamed as Diriyah, but by Ducedra formerly. With this man, with this horse, with Khaled Al-Mubti. Quite an interesting team for the Worlds in Aachen, I fancy. So Ventago clear through phase 1, and Rahman Al Raji into phase 2 he goes. Quarter-to-5 here, local time. It's been a windy day. It's quite chilly out there. Went for a walk between classes, and it's a brisk wind. It's keeping everybody fairly icy out there. Rahman Al Raji down to the final fence, and it's a nice clear round for Ventago. Steady round. We'll have a time penalty actually. 37.11 was their time. It's 1 for time for charming rider for Saudi Arabia, completing with Ventago. The next to come is a very good horse, Marlon Zanotelli. It is Charlie Hart on course. This, the Norwegian-bred mare, daughter of Corneta Blensky. Across the Heartache BS for Marlon. This one is owned by the Carroll's Ashford Farm and Jos Lansing. Charlie Hart gets away well. Marlon's first week here in Doha this year is this one. Turns down 6A and B. Marlon Zanotelli. Elegant, intelligent mare. Charlie Hart is clear through the first phase, and Marlon brings her down to the vertical at 9. Just going to take his time with this mare. Still only 10 years of age and newcomer to 5-star level. Her first show actually was in Paris last year at this level. Jumped a couple more times on the Longines Global Champions Tour, so this is only her 4th run, I think, at 5-star level, so she's a newcomer. But a beautiful mare she is. 34.02 was the time, 34.07, forgive me, the time. Clear round from Armando Zanotelli in his newcomer to 5-star level. That is Charlie Hart, owned by the Ashford Farm.
After Great Britain,
The new starter would go to Millie Allen, the next to start. This is for Great Britain, number 8. The Carrot Cox horses is Viarca Pies is the new starter. Second 10-year-old in succession. This mare looks like a very good one as well for Millie. Again, newcomer to 5-star level. She jumps her first 5-star Grand Prix here. A couple of weeks ago for 16th place with just one down. Viarca down between 4 and 5, and it's off to a good start. So Millie Allen's going to come home with a steady double clear round with Viarca Pies just coming across the finish line. Daughter of Vivans comes home, and 5th place they will go into 35.96. The time still, it is Roberto Previtali out in first place, 32.74 for the Italian. He looks for his first win in the Doha Tour, although I think that is not likely. So we wait to see and hope he can hold off the challengers. The next pair to come, they were again a Paris Olympic combination from 2024, and this horse with Adam Jagorzewski since Issem was a foal. It's a big jumping Issem, 13 years of age. It's the son of Quality Time Tien, same actual sire as Crinius, who leads the way. Quality Time again, the sire of Crinius, who is the best horse in this class so far. Issem makes a very steady start in phase 1, my oh my with Adam. Sam's going to be its time penalties for Adam Jagorzewski, but clearly the objective has just again been to get this horse out and jumping in this impressive main arena at Alshaqab, the Longines Arena. Pulls into time now, and Sam crosses the line with 10 time penalties, 11 time penalties for Adam Jagorzewski. Clear round jumping, but with a stack of time.
So we go over to Austria, to Robin from Austria.
The new starter, we go to Max Kuna, will be the next to come. And Max with also won the 5-star world ranked class last week. It is EIC Quantum Robin the 5th getting underway. Max Kuhne gets out over 3. Winner of the Rolex Grand Prix at the Dutch Masters back in 2021 with Electric Blue P. That was his major win of the Rolex Grand Slam of show jumping. Max Kuhne down through a meet of phase 1 and still clear. He travels now back to the Oxer at 8. Will he be one to have a try at Roberto Previtali? Doesn't look to be so. And Max Kuhne is slowly away into phase 2, but maybe he's going to be quick. Take a very inside line back to 10. 32.74. Maybe he's going to be ahead here. I think so. Max Kuhne now travels down to the last fence, and it's been a very good round indeed. But we'll see him go out to first place. 30.09 it is. Max Kuhne goes well ahead of the field here at Alshaqab. The new starter, Philipp Weishaupt, gets on course. Philipp with Lady Concern du Résidau, who has had a good couple of weeks here with us in Doha, because they were 4th in the 3-star Grand Prix here. That was the last day of week 2 in the Grand Prix, 3-star Grand Prix. Weishaupt turns back to 6AB. Max Kuhne sitting out in first place as things stand. But Weishaupt turns into the first fence in phase 2 and off to a good start. Lady Concern turns then back to the Airy Oxer at 10 prior to the home turn. The snaking ending to this second phase, not easy. Rollback turn to 11 and then a little jing right-hander down to 12A and B. Not easy at all. Comes down to the last fence and it's been a good round. Lady Concern du Résidau across the line for Philipp Weishaupt, and that will be into 4th place with a good round just achieved.
After Philipp Weishaupt, so we get to see the same start on the 12th. Canadian and Eve Jobs.
The next to come, this lady went very well in the 5-star Grand Prix here. Last day of week 2, because Eve Jobs was 3rd in that class behind Scott Brash and Megan Mussonier. That's with Canto Bruno. This afternoon, Eve Jobs saddles Canandillo, number 12, gets on course. The stallion, he is the son of Canan, 10 years of age. Candillo the 3rd is the dam side bred by Nicole Hannikin and owned by the Canandillo group for Eve. Down out 6AB. Harry Charles in the Cotswolds in Great Britain. Summer, early autumn of last year. Jobs turns now back to fence 8. The last fence of phase 1 is jumping a very good round here. Canadillo now swings into phase 2. Jobs goes on, making great progress. Cannondillo still clear and going beautifully. We're 12 into the 58s. About a quarter of the way through this first 5-star class of week 3 here. If Jobs comes down to the last fence, Max Kuhner 30.09, she'll be behind him. But a good round, 4.08 seconds the trail. If Jobs will go in 6th place with Cannondillo just in behind. Zanotelli exactly the same time as Manuela Camilli and Adenza Odeveld. If Jobs into a share of 6th place as things stand here in Doha. The next pair to come, they were 3rd in the 6th bar here on Saturday night last week. A very good effort as a debutant. Fernando Leonardo gets on course for Portugal's Duarte Seabra. This was the Duarte co-owns with Carol G and Raymond Carroll. Duarte on course for Portugal, number 13 is the new starter. Duarte gets off to a good start on this lovely chestnut. New team of horses he's brought essentially to Doha. Though George II goes on in his string, as does Cooper. Fernhill Leonardo makes a polished start for Duarte, former eventer. Many have been at the top of both eventing and show jumping. The names are glittering. Sir Mark Todd, Peter Fredriksson, Nico Jung, Zambra Ofart, and this man are the ones that come immediately to mind. Duarte makes a great start in. Max Kuhner's 30.09 comes under Portuguese pace attack. Duarte's on target here to go ahead of the Austrian, I think. Fernhill Leonardo down through the double, and he's going to be well ahead here. Duarte Seabra comes home. 27.12 is the new time to beat. Super round. It's a lot quicker. Seabra sits ahead in the 5-star first class of week 3 here at His Highness the Father and his prize. The new starter, Germany's Christopher Klessner, comes down to the start, and this is Popeye van der Bishop, number 14 to start. This is the son of Lecter van der Bishop. Also, Kuhn Verrek has had a top level. Downside Nabab de Rev. Popeye is number 14. Germany's Christopher Klessner. Gaudiano will be the next to come, actually, and if he was to win, it would be 8 wins, which would be quite something. Klessner well down through 4 and 5, right distance on the far side. Liverpool down to the Ox, and makes a good start his round. Van der Bishop gets out and over the top of the vertical at 7. Turns now down to the final Ox up. A good looking round for the German, but no, 1-time penalty. It's going to be 2-time actually. And Popeye van der Bishop will be out of phase 2. 2 for time for Christopher Klessner, I'm afraid, for Germany after a good round, but a slow round in phase 1. Clear jumping, 2 for time. So this man, it's been all about him. The 2 weeks that have gone ahead, and today, week 3, 7 wins now have been chalked up by Manuela Gaudiano. He's the informed rider, and this is his very good Julius D on course. So over on San Lorenzo, Vidal across to Gallas. Vidal Emilion is the new starter. Time to beat Seabra in a Mediterranean battle. 27.12 the target time for Emanuela. This was a quick one with a lot of classes internationally for the rider from Brescia. He was from the south of Italy initially, but now based up in Bedizzole with Roberto Previtali. Emanuele Gaudiano down now into phase 2. Speed injected. 27.12 his target time, and he'll slice back to 10 quickly. Now, good matter, I think quicker than Seabra, but the mistake, I'm afraid, comes at 11, so he'll stay with 7 wins at this point. He was certainly ahead on the clock, but Emanuele Gaudiano makes a mistake at the vertical on the home turn. 25.46, the quickest time by the best part of 2 seconds, but the mistake comes at 11 for 4 penalties for Emanuele Gaudiano and Julius D this afternoon.
We follow up with winner Thomas Alexander and fellow Castelfield, 016 sized, representing Australia.
The new startup, Edwina Tops Alexander, 5-time Olympian, gets on course, and this is her top horse. Fellow Castelfield gets up and running. The son of Jatam Flamenco on course for Edwina. Her second ride of the day. Labantrix came in the class before this one. Second 3-star class after lunch. And fellow Castelfield is a great veteran. He's now 16 years of age and is an out-and-out graft, as a real gritty, hard-working, hard-fighting horse for Edwina. Edwina Tops Alexander clear through phase 1 and out onto phase 2 she now goes. Sabra home 27.12 that Edwina will be behind, but a really good round here for the Australian. As husband Jan Tops down on the kiss and cry.
Starts with Jens Amir, that's number 17 from Turkey.
The new startup, Hassan Center, gets up and running, and this is Diam Brambozet for him. It's number 17 on course. Hassan Center down through 6AB, then the left-handed run 2-7. The podium at the moment is Portugal, Austria, Australia. Seabra, Max Kuna and Edwina Tops Alexander are 1, 2, 3 as things stand here at Alshaqab. Now this man could be dangerous here. He placed second in the accumulator last day of week 2 with Elsass, so he could be fast, and he normally is. Hassan Turk, 10 seconds now to get ahead of Seabra. He's going to be ahead, I think. Yes, Hassan Turk. Oh no, maybe not. Oh, yes, he's just ahead. Wow, really tight. 100th of a second only. 27.101 has Hassan Senturk out into first place. Very, very tight to the time, just out ahead. Goes the round for Turkey into first position. Well done to Hassan Senturk. Leads away in the five-star, first five-star class of week 3 here at Alshaqab. The new starter, Laura Treba, gets on course for France. This is Memphis Z. Her top horse getting started. Now this big horse, who was started in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in Shanghai, was her first Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix last year. That was 12th place in Shanghai. Laura Treba working closely now with Ashford Farmer, Venda Carroll, trained by Marlon Rodolo Zanotelli. He's also here this week in Doha. Treba down through the double 6A and B, going well. Treba across the line in phase 1 and clear round it. The French rider has achieved so far. It looks like Memphis Z is just going to go steadily in phase 2. Treba down through the late combination. Memphis Z is going to jump a double clear round. A steady one for Laura. It will be a very nice run though, no doubt. 33.42 was her time, and the French rider will go up into 7th place as things stand here at Alshaqab in His Highness the Father Amir's prize. The new starter, 4-time Olympian and 4 World Equestrian Games to his credit as well, Ibrahim Hani Bisharan. We now welcome for Jordan comes forward. And this, the 10-year-old stallion, son of Glenfiddich Vidiel, across the farmer, that is Leicester. Number 19, takes his time prior to the getaway. Floodlights on as the sun just dropping in the sky here. It's 5:10 local time in Doha. Ibrahim Hani Bisharan down to the double 6AB, and the nice bay well down through the combination. We are about a third of the way through the opening 5-star class here in His Highness the Father Amir's prize week 3. Ibrahim turns back, homebound now. It's a steady round for the rider for Jordan here. No attempt to get ahead of Hassan Senturk. 27.11 is the leading time he has set this afternoon. So, Ibrahim Hani Bisharan comes home. It is 34.18, the Jordanese time. He'll go into 12th place as things stand. Combination number 19 into 12th place they go. The next better go, they've been here with us on the Doha Tour since the start of January. This is their third week as a combination. And Balázs Horváth is the new starter. This is his lovely grey Cornetto de Lis PS on course. The stallion out of the Oldenburg stud book. He is 11 years of age. The son of Cornetto de Lis crossed to Centadel is away for Balázs. Elegant, almost regal looking grey. Gets on course for him. As part of the world's this man in Tryon with Zordon back in 2018, and 3 Europeans, Windsor, Aachen and Gothenburg, 09, 2015 and 2017 respectively. Cornetto de Lis has made a great start. So Balázs Horváth, they'll turn now into the tail end of phase 1. Hasan Şentürk, 27.11. They try and chase down. 10 seconds now. Not a million miles away, but I think just down on the Turkish time. Nice round for Balázs Horváth again with this lovely grey. And Cornetto de Lis PS crosses the line. He'll go into third place. Good round for them. 28.74 was the time. The new starter based at Bois-le-Roi with the Rosier family for the last year, and Nigel Peter Steiner, we welcome for Switzerland, is the next to start. This is a new ride, clear around Il Mondo, former rider Miliana Vaccaro Cox. This gelding is the 12-year-old son of Comilfo, cross a 10-year-old son of Comilfo, crossed the clearway for Nadia. Combination number 21 out of our starter gates. Clear around Il Mondo, down through 4 and 5. Clear around, it turns now down to the last fence in phase 1 for Nigel Peter Steiner. Giving chase to the leading time. Hasan Şentürk still sitting happily. 37.11 is the time they try or don't try to get ahead of, depending as to the objective for this round for the riders and horses. Some using it as a warm-up, clearly, for the bigger 5-star class to come later this week. Clear round in Mondo looking very good though. Nigel Peter Steiner will come home, and a double clear round is the result for the Swiss rider. 9th place, 33.59 was the time. Combination number 21 across the finish line. The next account we go to Jordan, number 22, getting underway. Nasu Kiali is the new starter. And Nasu with his own Camacho PS on course. This is the 11-year-old son of Amir, across the numero uno. This gelding number 22 to get underway. Aslan Turk still leads 27.11 is the quickest round. Dwan Siabra just 100th of second down in second, 27.12, and Balish Horvath in third. Early mistake, I'm afraid. Front bar of fence 3 goes for Masu Kiali. This is a traditional 2-phase competition as opposed to the special format where you can go on this phase 2, whatever has befallen you, barring elimination in phase 1. But this old-fashioned format, you must be clear in phase 1 to go into phase 2. So the bell, I'm afraid, rung for Nasser Kiali with that one fence down. The exits after phase 1 with 4 penalties for the combination for Jordan. Just completing. That was Camacho PS across the finish line. The next to come, Francis Megan Moissonnier will be the new starter. And Megan has had a great run. She's had a win with us. The 6 bar went to her. She was second with this horse in the 5-star Grand Prix last day of week 2 and has had a string of other podiums as well. Kritam is on course for Francis Megan Moissonnier, combination number 23. Set off in this 2-phase 5-star class. Now, Megan Moissonnier, one of the very much in-form riders, I think, should be 3rd or 4th leading rider of the show so far, behind the likes of Manuela Gaudiano and Roberto Previtali, but not the objective to go quick with Kritam this afternoon. They'll be coming back for the big class, certainly in 2 days' time. Megan Moissonnier retires out on the course.
We follow up with the number 24, Diria and
The next to come, this the former Dubai Du Cedra, renamed Diria it is. This one owned by the Saudi Arabian Equestrian Federation. New ride for Abdullah Alshaqab. This horse that was 4th individually in the Paris Olympics. Francis Jeanette Bayard getting underway, and Diria, she's now 13 years of age. Daughter of Balibe de Rouet gets away for Abdullah Alshaqab. This man already 2 wins on the Doha Tour, 2 4-star world ranking class wins as well in week 1. He was not here actually for week 2. He was in Kuwait competing. Won the World Cup there as well, where score holds Balutendro. 1 over 81 as things stand. Diria down the far side, 4 or 5. Diria still clear until Alshaqab. Although have a couple of time penalties in the first phase, it's 3 for time. So they leave after the time penalties in phase 1. Diria now the Alshaqab athlete will come back more than likely for the 5-star Grand Prix in a couple of days' time. The next to come is the beautiful Chellington Blue. This horse produced by Christopher Burton. Burtos, who's now back in New South Wales at Goulburn, where they've established a exciting new stud. Produced this horse, the Olympic silver medal winner in the eventing in Paris's Games 2024. And Ghahnem Nasser Al-Kadi, Chellington Blue gets underway. For Qatar, number 25 on course. This horse is owned by Alshaqab, bred by Alphonse Anakin. This man, Rio Olympian himself, and 6th individually in the Games in Brazil a decade ago, now in 2016. Chellington Blue runs down to the Liverpool 4. 5 strides, comes up nicely down to fence 5, and this horse jumping explosively. Start of his round, looking very, very good. Then quite an injection of pace from Chellington Blue as Ali Khalid Al-Thani gets away quickly into phase 2 here. 27.11 of Hassan Senturk leads the way. And this is fast. Chellington Blue now down into the tail end of the course, 12AB, and not a million miles away. Will be close on the time here, may just sneak ahead, I think. Yes, we have a new leader. 26.63, Ghahnem Nasser Al-Kadi, forgive me. Ghahnem comes home. And into first place, 26.63 is the new leading time. Well done to Ghahnem Nasser Al-Kadi, goes up into first place. The new starter, we go to Anastasia Nielsen now for Monaco. This is ESI Rocky. They made their 5-star Grand Prix debut at the end of week 2 here. And they went well as well for 5th place in that 5-star Grand Prix. This former rider, Seamus Hughes Kennedy, horse was 4th in the Europeans individually with Seamus. No, 5th individually and 4th of the team in La Coruña, I should say. Says Nielsen. And the watch fly of Cameron Hanley's mastership, showing the young Monegasque rider the way up into the upper echelons of world show jumping very effectively. ESI Rocky makes a very good entry into phase 2. Not going to chase down the leading time, but going strongly certainly. Anastasia Nielsen down to the last fences. Actually, Qatar, if they could hold on and win this class, they would have won 2 out of the 3 classes today, which would be very impressive. Nasser Al-Ghazali won the opening class, a 3-star. Manuela Gaudiano won the second 3-star. And Qatar leading again, 26.63 the time. Anastasia Nielsen comes home, and ESI Rocky will post a time of 32.76. And they right of the Principality of Monaco, will go into 8th place as things stand. The new starter, we go now to Brazil, with 3 more to come before the halfway break of this 5-star open class of week 3. And Sergio Neupmann Jr. we welcome. This is his Corina Blue jumping. This mare, she's 13 years of age, daughter of Chaco Blue, getting out of the start gates. Corina Blue gets off to a very good start here. Sergio Neupmann Jr. turns back to 6A and B. Making very good progress is the Brazilian. Quite a fast mare, this one. But looking like they're just going to go steadily, if not, yeah, even retiring. Yes, hand goes up to signal to our ground jury. Nicoletta Furlan, the president this week from Italy. Now the pair for Brazil retire out of the course of Peter Schumacher.
We follow up with our next one, the Alshaqab, and so that's representing Qatar Airways 28.
The new starter, we go to number 28. It is HAMAD Nasser Al-Kadi. Ahmad for Qatar, number 28. This is Edison Z jumping. 9-year-old son of a Pesir van to hike across to Animo. That is owned by the Qatar Equestrian Federation. Edison Z is a gentle giant. Must be 17 hands or so tall. Very big, powerful horse he is. Rattles 5, but it stays still in the cups, thankfully. Edison Z steadying down through the first phase and also steady into phase 2 by the looks of things. So nice round, it's a double clear for them. It's a steady round at 35.17, so no time effort. But Nasser Al-Kadi has a double clear in the 5-star this afternoon. 35.17 was the Qatari time. This pair went very well in the first 4-star class of the year here at Alshaqab. They were second behind Jan-Frederik Meyer Zimmermann in week 1 back in early January. On course now, Rashid Twaymal Al-Mari, number 29, last before the halfway break this afternoon. This, the daughter of Deauville Van Tienel, cross to Coriander, the 7th. That is owned by the Qatar Equestrian Federation. It is Navarone. It's a very smart mare on course. Navarone down through 6A and B. It's careful-footed, careful-brained mare. Clearly an outstanding one. Now, Gahnem Nassar Caddy leads the way. 26.63 is a target for Rashim. Twain Ali Almari Navarone is quick here. 50 seconds on that turn to get home ahead, and he's close to time here, I think. 26.63 rattles the end of the last combination, but it is all intact. We have a new leader. 26.04 is the new time to beat. It is a Qatari 1-2 at the top end of this 5-star, and well done. Rashid Twain Ali Almari goes into first place after a great round. 26.04 is the new time to beat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we take a 7-minute break to prepare the ground for the second half of this 5-star. From myself, Ed Holloway, we take a short break, and we'll see you all very soon. Well, this is the mighty scene. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the first five-star class, week 3. His Highness the Father Amir's Price here in Doha, Qatar. This is Alshaqab. There's a mighty Equestrian facility, and this is the Longines Arena. We welcome you back after a very exciting first half of the scene. Qatar in first and second, the home nation firing. 26.04, the leading time of Rashid Twaim Ali Almari, the last to go in the first half, but there are some very good ones to come in the second half, certainly, including the likes of this horse, including the likes of Wathnan Bonami for Abdul Said, including Scott Brash, Lady Hello Shore Lady, won the 3-star Grand Prix, and some other very fast ones. Welcome back to the second half, and we restart with the Paris Olympic combination. Carefree Book gets underway. Oakshott Maxwell the 5th, his ride from the Paris Games and winner of a 4-star Grand Prix here last year. Gets us back in action. 13 years of age this time. Geoffrey Puck turns back to 6A and B, the double combination. Several offspring of this horse actually here competing this week as well, which is very good to see. Geoffrey Puck turns down into the last fence of phase 1, but time penalties are going to be on the Austrian card. It will be 8 for time.
70 seconds, 27 and 8.
Extra Axel the 5th comes home, but it's going to be 8 time penalties for Geoffrey Book. Clear round jumping, but 8 on the clock. The new start to this man was 4th individually in the London Olympics 2012 and team bronze with the Saudi Arabian national team. Saudi Arabia's Kamal Abdullah Bahamdan, the new starter. Humphrey G getting away. Humphrey G, 14-year-old son of Berlin, crosses Zeus on course. Number 31 gets out of the start gates. It's a lovely, tall, elegant bay, this one. Home Nation Cats are having a very good class. They are in first and second. They won the first class today as well, so a good opening day to week 3 here in Doha for the Home Nation. Humphrey G well cleared down through phase 1. Kamal though looking very steady into phase 2. He sets off in 2. But yeah, very, very steady round he's putting together. And retires, in fact. Kamal Abdullah Bahamdan retires Humphrey G out on the course of Peter Schumacher this afternoon. The next to come, Ukraine's rising star Anastasia Bondarieva gets away. This is Calder for her. Her top horse as of some years, and now 17 years of age. Anastasia, number 32, out on the start. Jump 2 clears today with Capri's Hope, Fedor, Van Hen, Mursov already today. Anastasia down the far side, the 5-stride distance between 4 and 5 comes up sweetly for Calder, jumps down there very nicely indeed. Anastasia Bondreva is well down through phase 1 and going to go steadily into phase 2. Going to retire Calder, but looks to be a nice effort from Anastasia and a clear round. It was, and then retires Calder out to the course. Ukraine, but having a very good first day of week 3. Anastasia Bondreva retires out on the course this afternoon. The new starter. We go to Serene Sharif now for France. Triple T Calamando Blue for Serene. Number 33 gets started. This one owned by the Ashwad Horse Trading Company. Serene Sharif steadily down to 7, still clear. Triple T Calamando Blue making good progress out on the course. It's a nice round for Serene Sharif. She'll come home 26.93, the French time. Put her into 3rd place as things stand here in this first 5-star of week 3's first day. Great to have a company wherever you're tuned in to us here in Doha worldwide. Great to have you with us. And a good round. 3rd place goes Serene Sharif for France, combination number 33. So next to come, we welcome, it is a turn now of Abdul Said. Abdul for Belgium, Wathna Bonami. This is the pair that won the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix here in Doha twice. Back-to-back wins last year and 2024 as well. Abdul gets away with Wathna Bonami this afternoon. Wathna Bonami down now to the tail end of phase 1 and still clear with Abdul Said. 27.11 was the leading time of Hassan Senturk, but now 26.04 they all try and chase. Hassan actually down in 4th place with that time. Side's going to have a steady round with Wathnan Bonami. Of course he is, and maybe retiring, I think. We're going to go a very long way around to the vertical at 11. So Wathnan Bonami goes very steadily down through the second phase. It is 6 for 5 for Wathnan Bonami and Abdul Said this afternoon. The new starter we welcome, it is Eterna Frederica Stack on course. This is Jimmy Chu, number 35. Elegant rider, effective jockey as well. And this is the big son, 12-year-old son of Kanan Jacquemart, the dam sire. Jimmy Chu, Frederica Stack on course. Jimmy Chu got a little bit lucky. Last fence is given quite a rattler, but it stays. So it is the late mistake. It was in fact 4 penalties coming at 12B. 33.66 was the time, but it was 4 penalties for Frederica Stack just completing. Our superb aerial views here at Alshaqab as the next to come, Khaled and Mobti. We now welcome this pair winners of the World Cup in Jump Saudi in Riyadh late last year. And Khaled, who won his first 5-star Grand Prix again at Jump Saudi in December 2025, we welcome his right, Diana Duplevo Z. This 11-year-old daughter of Jim Merci Van Tierney across to Kashmir Van Schuttershoff. Diana Duplevo Z for Khaled and Mobti, number 36, getting underway. Now Khaled Mobti is down through phase 1 and it's all intact. I don't think he'll take this horse quickly. We'll be saving her for the big classes as we look towards the weekend, I would imagine. Double clear for jumping, but it will be a couple of time penalties for Khaled Al-Mobti. His World Cup winner from Jump Saudi late last year comes home, and it is a total of 2 for them.
Hello to the lady.
The new starter, this the pair that won the 3-star Grand Prix here last day of week 2. They won 2 Launching Global Champions Tour Grand Prix last year. And they also won the Rolex IJRC Top 10 final, no bigger class to win than that 24th edition at Geneva, Conquer Peak International, December of last year. Scott Brash, Alshaqab Lady, owned by Lady Pauline Kirkham. Lady Pauline Harris gets away well. Fiery mare, she's very spirited. Start of 2026, she does very, very well indeed. Getting underway. Scott Brash is going to, yes, retire. Alshaqab Lady will come back for the big classes later. 2 days ahead of us here at Alshaqab. Scott Brash retires out on the course.
Russian time, Airline, SALEH 2604, and we welcome Sarah Charles now for Stardust.
The new starter, Great Britain, Sienna Charles, gets on course, and this is the outstanding Stardust for Sienna away. This pair went very well in the first week. And also last week, they were very good in the world ranking class. They were 3rd in the world ranking class. Sarah Charles clear through phase 1. Now, is she going to play steady or go for it in phase 2? We'll wait and see. Sarah Charles does come home, and it will be 35.04. Just steady round for the Brits out on the course this afternoon. The next to come, this pair, they won the first 5-star class here last week, and on course, it's turn of Dukan the third. Hamid Khalifa Al-Bakr is the new starter, combination number 39. This the son of Toulon Cross to Quo Vadis, 9 years of age this time. Out of the start gates. Now here we go. This I think could be quick here. Mohammed Khalifa Al Barker tries for a Doha Tour double. 26.04. His target time, he turns tight into 10 and gets it well. Rashid Touaim Al Murray comes under fire. 14 seconds there to get home ahead. 10 seconds now to get ahead of the leading Qatari. Could well be a Qatari 1, 2, 3 here. It's going to be very close. Just outside 26.38, and it is, yes, a Qatari 1, 2, 3. Mohammed Khalifa Al Barker second, 26.38 with a super round this evening here in the Longines Arena at Doha. Great Alshaqab Arena. Home 1, 2, 3 is established. Well done. The next to come, we go to Spain, and Cyril Martinez Culel gets started. This is number 40 jumping. The 10-year-old daughter of Canaan crossed to Carthago Z. That is Cohiba, is the new starter. This one owned by the Rice Star horses for Cyril Martinez. Comes down over the vertical fence 2, then left-handed into the big oxer at 3. Cohiba on the far side. Travels well down between 4 and 5, looking very good out there. Cohiba going very nicely. Cyril Martinez Culel comes down to the final fence and jumps it. 32.12 was the time. Good round for the Spaniard. Cyril Martinez Culel goes into 9th place in the 5-star, first 5-star class of week 3. Yeah, to sign us the Father Amir's prize. The new starter. This is the lovely grey, lovely bay Wathnan Toblerone on course. Salman Mohammed Al Ahmadi for Qatar, number 41, gets on the track. Now this is quite a quick start. They're going to go inside back to 10, as most of the decisive rounds have been. Now the whistles go up around the arena. Wathnan Toblerone, 26.04, still their target time. Not a million miles away here. Down to the last fence goes. Wathnan Toblerone jumps it well. 0.28 down. Second place, super round, and Qatar loading the top of the 5-star now. The top 4 places are all for Qatar. Sam Mohammed Al Ahmadi goes into second place. by just 0.28 of a second. Wathnan Tobron's time 26:32. Well done. Confirmation of the Qatari dominated leaderboard and the new starter. Suede Al-Ajami gets on course. This is Wathnan Karmalensky, the new jumper. Number 42, son of Conor Tablensky. He's 11 years of age. The dam sire is Douglas. Suede Al-Ajami well down through the first phase, and Wathnan Karmalensky now gets into phase 2. But a steady round is going to be completed here, I think.
Seconds,
34.41 it is, and one down, late mistake I'm afraid at 12A. The next to come, we go to Great Britain and Harry Charles with his favourite horse, that is Sherlock, the next to start. This horse who won the Longines Global Championship Grand Prix in London 2024 in the wake of the Olympic gold medal 2 years ago now. Harry Charles gets on course. Winner of the 4-star Grand Prix here in Doha. With Casco Blue. Harry Charles down through 6A and B with Sherlock. Travels down now to the final fence at 8 of phase 1. Sherlock down for to go quickly in phase 2. He's just preparing this horse for the Grand Prix to come shortly. So steady round it was from Harry Charles. Sherlock comes home though with a double clear, 35.47 is the time. The new starter, this very talented combination. His second string, surely, but what a good horse Harvey W is for Abdurrahman Al Raji. They had a big 155-star win at Jump Saudi late last year. This former rider of Canada's Liz Bates. And there's a backup horse here, his top horse, Ventago. Rahman Al-Raji down the far side. RBW will go outside for Abdurrahman Al-Raji. So again, no determined attempt here to win this class. So nice round, it's a steady round, 36 seconds exactly. So they clear round. So telling this class, the 5-star opening class of week 3. This is an interesting new mare for Marlon Medolazano. Telly it is Mercy Minka getting underway. Marlon's first week with us here in Doha for his son and his father Amir's prize. Mercy Minka owned by Ashford Farm. She's 9 years of age, daughter of Com Il Fo. Across the Hall the second for Marlon. This horse has been with Marlon since early November last year, was piloted by his wife Angelica prior to his taking over the saddle. This is their 5-star debut actually this week as well. It's a big week here in Doha for this new horse, Mercy Minka. Gets well away with Marlon Medolazano Telly. Marlon down through phase 1, no penalties on the time or jumping. Mercy Minka though just will go around the houses here to the Oxford at 10, so no, you can attempt to get ahead of the winning time potentially. That is still 26.04 of Rashid Tway Malial Mari. Their second Navarone in the 4-star class on day 1, week 1. Late mistake for Mercy Minka into the double at 12A. Good round though for Marlon Medolazano Telly. And the Brazilian will come home with 4 penalties, 33.62 was his time. The next pair to come, this pair have already had 2 wins this here in Doha. And Millie Allen gets away, Quick Diamond HR. This outstanding tennis of age, daughter of Diamond de Semi on course for Millie. And by Carol Cox, horses of Belgium. Millie won 5 times here last year. She's got 2 wins so far this year. Surely Millie Allen will challenge here, I would imagine. Doesn't really know second gear with this horse. They're an outstanding combination. And well inside the first phase time by the looks of things. No, Millie Allen is going to play safe actually. Just going to coast around the outside lines to 10. So the home nation will still stay in the top 4 positions as Millie Allen down to the final combination. A steady round, in fact, that she assembles out there. 31.61 was the British time, and Millie Allen will go into 10th place. This evening, 6:15 here in Alshaqab's Longines Arena. The new starter, Polish Olympian from Paris, and Adam Jagorzewski. He's got Isem and this lovely horse here as well. It is Caramel Red Z on course. It's the 10-year-old son of exciting crosser Sandro Boy. He is a stallion. Caramel Red on course for Adam Jagorzewski this afternoon. Adam travels back to 6AB. Caramel Red Z jumping a very good round here once again for Adam Jagorzewski. Newcomer to 5-star level, but looking all the value. They're quickly away into phase 2 here. The pole 26.04 he sets off in pursuit of, and he's pretty fast away. Caramel Red Z down now to the double combination. Jagorzewski leaves it standing and it goes down to the last fence. Close on the leading time here. It's a good round, 27.16. We'll go into 8th position. Wow, it's really tight to the top. Bear in mind, Adam only 1 point away down on the leading time, but still down in 8th place. So literally 1 second covering the top 8 positions. It's really tight at the top of the leaderboard. The next better come the quirky, difficult horse is starting late in his career, but was Emanuele Camilli's choice rider at the Longines Global Champions Tour, Super Grand Prix in Prague at the GC Prime Clubs late last season. Emanuele Camilli gets on course number 48, and this is the son of Chaco Blue, 11 years of age, Damsire Calvaro FC, bred by Gestut Levitz of Paul Schockemoller. Now Emanuele Camilli, I'm doubtful again whether he will be going quickly out there. We'll be preparing this horse for the 5-star Grand Prix, I would imagine, on Saturday evening here at Alshaqab. Steady round it's going to be for Emanuele Camilli. So they come down to the final combination. So clear round, 35 seconds exactly. And it will be 24th place for Emanuele Camilli as things stand.
Last trainer and Prix is for Austria. Time speed 26.04.
The new starter world ranking class win for Max Kühne, 5-star win as well. EIC Quantum Robin the 5th here last week. And this is Greece 5, his new ride. It's a very good horse for Max as well. 12-year-old Milo Carthago mare gets out on the start gates. This pair won the UBS Challenge in Geneva's wonderful Palexpo Arena back in December last year. They also are third in the Turkish Airlines Grand Prix at London, at the XL Arena in a bit later that same month, December. Also only has been actually with Max since October last year was their competitive start. Form rider Taika Friedrichsen, the German. Taika Carstensen as she was. Greece 5 down. Tail end of phase 1 for Max Kühne, and he'll have a time penalty, I'm afraid. So bell tolls, Max Kühne pulls out of the second phase with 1 time penalty for the Austrian this evening here in Doha, Qatar. We're just into the last 9 to go in this first 5-star class of day 1, week 3. His Highness the Father Amir's Price here at Alshaqab, and the new starter Philip Weishaupt gets on course. This is Aurelio Diar for Philip. He won the Longines Global Championship Grand Prix in Vienna, Kilmister in the autumn of last year. And that's been in good form over the weeks here. Won a world ranking 3-star class day 2 of last week, and 4th in the 3-star Grand Prix as well. Here in week 2, that was 10 days or so ago. Right, Diar, this stallion, he's 12 as well, son of Canan, crossed to Balu Gran. And is owned by Philip's employer, the Beerbaum Stables. Down 3-6-A-B. So 4 time penalties it was. Philip Weishaupt just tunes up Aurelio Diar this evening, and it's a clear round jumping, but it is 4 for time. The wide effect, Germany just completing. The next pair to go. This pair went very well in the 5-star Grand Prix here. Week 2's final day. They were third in that class by Scott Brash and Megan Mussonier. Eve Jobs comes back, and her ride is the same horse, Canto Bruno, getting underway. 15-year-old son of Canto Blanco. This one a gelding that Eve owns herself. So Bruno gets off to a very good start for Eve this evening here in Doha. Eve Jobs travels down to the finish line out of phase 1, and yeah, we'll have a time penalty or 2 or 3 even. It's 3 for Canto Bruno, and Eve Jobs clearly job just to get this horse ready for the 5-star Grand Prix here in 2 days' time. 3 for time for the USA's Eve Jobs just completed. The new starter, we go now to Brazil, and Santiago Lambra is on course. This is Zeus Oldenburg, 16-year-old son of Carter Gran, is the new starter. Zeus travels down into the tail end of phase one, still clear. Time's going to be quite tight, I think, for a time penalty, I would imagine. Just okay on the clock, actually, but he's going to retire in any case, so just tune up for Santiago Lambra, Zeus, and the pair from Brazil retire.
The rider retires into the second phase. Participa for Portugal, Qatar
The new starter, we go to Portugal, and this man already sitting quite nicely up in this class because Duarte Seabra, with his first ride, is still in 7th place. Fernhill Leonardo gets on this. The new horse for Duarte is another lovely new horse. Cabernet de Fer Z for Duarte is 10 years of age. Son of Cicero Z Van Pamel cross to Balube de Rouet is the new starter. Cabernet de Fer Z down to the double. Sapra is quickly down to the Oxa. Now turns homebound, 26.04 the target time. 10 seconds now to get home ahead. I think it's just out of the hands of the Portuguese Olympian. Or is it? Or is it? Duarte Seabra down to the last fence, is close on the time. 0.86 down only.
26 seconds, 9-0, and that's before the top 5.
Good round for Duarte Seabra. Cabernet de Fer gives him another one in the top 10. He will go into 5th place. Confirmation of the best positions, and Duarte into 5th place. Cabernet de Fer Z. The new starter. This man with now 7 wins, notched up with the win today. The second, third star, 3-star class of the day. Emanuele Gaudiano, Esteban Hus getting on course, with just now 5 more to come. The Qatari 1-4, Duarte Seabra in 5th place as things stand here. Emanuele Gaudiano is just going to be tuning this horse, I think, up for the Grand Prix in 2 days' time because it's a steady round for him. He'll have a clear round jumping, but for time. Assessment who's out of the second phase with time penalties.
Alexander is also the start of this 4-meter floating competition with Ireland, Australia.
The next to come, the 5-time Olympian with her outstanding new horse, Iron Dame Sudello. Edwina Thompson-Alexander gets away with just 4 more to come this evening. Now, Iron Dame Sudello, this brilliant jumper. He's 12 years of age, son of KASS Cadello. Downside for Forsyth FRH for this horse formerly piloted by the likes of Richie Vogel. Catching Eckerman latterly, now with Edwina. Dame Sudello turns into 6AB. It's a real cluster of pigeons on the right side of the combination. Dame Sudello down through the double Smartley. Such an exciting horse for Edwina to have in her stable. This real out-and-out superstar. Come home inside time, and it's phase 2, but they'll be just going steadily out there. So still, Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari leads the way with just 3 more to come. Iron Dame Sudello comes down to the last fence for Edwina Thompson-Alexander, and a nice round, a steady round is achieved. 33.35 was the Australian time, and into 17th place goes Edwina Thompson-Alexander and Iron Dame Sudello. Seating here in Doha.
HK Canada 56 for Germany.
3 جولات متبقية حتى الآن ولا تزال في السيارة. الجولة على 7 أيضا في
the new starter, Torben Culbrand, gets away. 3rd last of the 5-star. HK Carrera gets on course. And this Irish sport horse gelding, he's 10, son of Carrera VDL, across to Zambezi TN for Torben. This horse he owns himself. HK down to the vertical at 7. Torben Culbrand on the home turn in phase 1. And gone well and has gone quickly as well. Now Torben Culbrand down to the gold, white, rustic vertical. It's a good tight turn to 10. Be quite an outside line there, back to 11. But still, good round for Torben. He'll come down trailing the leading time, but still, nice round he's put together here. 29.66 is the round for Torben Culbrand. He'll go into 11th place, back end of the 5-star. Two to go. They both the quick ones. We wait and see whether it will be a home win or whether Turkey or France could win. Hassan Senturk is the new starter. This is no comment to Septon for him. 13-year-old son of Jensen van der Meulenhof. The latest one away from the start gates. Hassan Turk turns into the last fence of phase one. Smooth round he's put together. But quite steadily into phase two he goes. And a mistake, I'm afraid, also comes. Second error for them. 4 from home, 5 from home. So 2 down for Hassan Turk. It's 8 penalties for them. 33.75 was the Turkish time. And they'll have 2 late mistakes out of the course of Peter Schumacher this evening. The last to go, ladies and gentlemen, Lara Treba, we welcome. And this is Lara's own 11-year-old gelding. Paco Sant-Hermel gets on course. He is the son of Vigaran Soy, crossed to Andiamo. Last of the class, it's Francois Qatar that will win this one. Are now working closely with Enda Carroll of Ashford Farm and trained by Marlon Madono Zanotelli. So just reminding the programme going onwards this evening, it's a break of just under 1 hour. We'll be back in action at 7:30 p.m. with the final 5-star class competition against the clock tonight. Lara Treba, I'm afraid with the 1 down, will not be getting into phase 2. So it's a home win. And actually the home nation win 2 out of the first 3 classes of this 3rd week. So Cat has had a very good day indeed. The bell goes, Lara Treba is out, and it does mean that, yes, the 2nd win for Qatar today. What a great opening day to week 3 that the home nation enjoys. It's Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari's win with Navarone. They win the 5-star. They were 2nd in week 2, that combination, so they've had a really good first few weeks here. Confirmation of the Qatari success. In 2nd place, Salman Mohammed Al Ahmadi, Wathran Toblerone. Winners of the 5-star debut class last week. Our 3rd, Mohammed Khalifa Al Bakr, 3rd with Dukan, the 3rd. And the clean sweep of the top 4 placings, Qatar's Ghanem Nasser Al Kadi is 4th with Cheddington Blue. And then Duarte Seabra, he is 5th for Portugal with Cabernet de Fer Z. That is the top 5, ladies and gentlemen, of the first 5-star class here in week 3 on His Highness the Father Amir's prize week. So we take a short break from the action and we'll welcome you back for the prize giving shortly to welcome in the Qatari win for Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari. Well done, Tim, and we'll see you all soon.
Moving on to the next competition, the main competition in 1 meter 50. Table A gets it over in Mr. Again.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the prize giving for the first 5-star class of week 3. His Highness the Father Amir's prize here in Doha, Qatar. A very good evening to you. Welcome to the award ceremony. Alongside myself, Ed Holloway, great to have your company. And what a super class for Qatar. They've had a wonderful opening day to week 3 with 2 wins. And this is the second win for Qatar today. Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari wins with Navarone. 26.04 in a very fast class. Salman Mohammed Al-Amadi is second for Qatar. Wathnan Tobro, and they sweep the top 4 placings, the home nation. Mohammed Khalifa Al-Bakr, who won the first 5-star class here in week 2. He is third, with Toucan the third. Then comes Ghanem Nas Al-Kadi, Cheddington Blue in 4th place for Qatar. And Edouard Seabra completes the top 5 for Portugal with Cabernet de Ferzed. I'd like to welcome His Excellency Sheikh Thani bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, will make the awards presentation this evening. Well done to the winner. It is Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari who wins for Qatar with Navarone. And the winning time 26.04 this evening. As we stand for the national anthem of the host nation and home nation, and the champions of the 5-star class, it is Qatar's nation. We stand for the anthem of the home nation. So well done, what a super day. Opening day of week 3 has been a blazing success for the home nation with 2 wins out of the 3 classes. And they win the first 5-star class of week 3. Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari, congratulations. He was second in a 4-star class in week 2 at Navarone. They upgrade that second place to a win in the 5-star this evening. Qatar clean sweep the top 4 placings. Salman Al-Amadi second, Mohamed Khalifa Al-Bakr third, and Gahnem Nasser Al-Kadi in 4th place. Duan Siabra, for Portugal, is 5th this evening. Next to His Excellency Sheikh Thani bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani for the awards presentation tonight. So well done to our top 5. Chellington Blue in 4th place for Nasser Al-Kadi. 5th place, well done to Duan Siabra. It is with Cabernet de Furzed. The only non-Qatari in the top 5. What a good class for the home nation. Duan Siabra is 5th. So thank you to His Excellency Sheikh Thani bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. Away goes the lap of honour. Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari wins the first 5-star class of week 3 here. His Highness the Father Amir's prize is a home win. Well done. Navarone takes the big class today. 1 more class to come, ladies and gentlemen. That will start at 7:30. It's another 5-star class. It is a competition against the clock. From myself, Ed Holloway, well done to the home nation. Well done to Rashid Twaim Ali Al-Mari. And we'll see you in just over half an hour at 7:30 for the second 5-star class. Until then, good evening.
closing up on the finish line with a really good jump on that last fence. And that was like 0.26 faster. Here we are, ready for the winner interview on screen. Rashid Toim Al-Mari, congratulations. You must be really happy to have made the Anthem of Qatar go on in the stadium in the first 5-star competition.
First of all, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm really happy that I could win in home ground the opening class of the 5-star. I was really happy with my horse. She was in her day. I could ask her a little bit to go faster and turn a bit shorter everywhere. She was in her day and she made me happy.
What about the next competition? Also, you're also riding in the 1m50 class today?
No, fortunately I'm not riding. I think I'm done for the weekend because the horses already jumped 2 weeks in a row, and now I just do one class and then I'm aiming for next class, next show, I mean next weekend, to do more classes.
So actually it was a winning training ride?
Yeah, you could say that. I was happy, as I said. She was really feeling good because last show we didn't have the best round in the ranking. We had a crash in the back part of the Oxa, so then I retired. So I saved her for today and she delivered good.
Thank you so much, and one more time, congratulations.
Thank you so much. So the
صدح صوت الحوافر وسمعتها الخيل والفرسان، وصل لأقصى بقاع الأرض، صدى صوته ملا الأقطار طول وعرض. تسابق له من اللهفة بنات الريح، ما تقف لو تسير الريح عكس الريح. من الصحراء تشوف الناس ضحضاح السراب أسراب، تلاحظ في ملامحها الغريبة حالة استغراب، تحدد وجهة الصوت اللي يصداه وصلت الأسماع، وعلى الوجهة ما تدري عن بعضها وتتفق بإجماع. تجي من كل دار وكل صوب، ترابط بين أحاسيس وقلوب، تجمعنا الهواية والمحبة هنا من حيث تجتمع الشعوب.
كيف ممكن توصف شعور؟ ما في كلام يوصفه. مشاعر ما يلزمها وصف. لما تحس بشعور جديد كل اللي عليك تسمح له يقودك.
في قلب الدوحة هناك موقع ينطلق فيه عنان النظر نحو البحر، جوهرة معمارية صممت خصيصا لمن يسعون خلف التميز كل يوم وكل لحظة. جزيرة الفخامة فيها أسلوب حياة، شقق متميزة ومتنوعة بمساحاتها، من أطول ممشى تجاري مكيف في العالم إلى أطول موقف سيارات تحت الأرض. ومن ملعب الجولف إلى جمال الممشى البحري وإلى روعة الهدوء. جزيرة جيوان، فخامة، تألق.
A book, a desk, a teacher. For some, a classroom is a given. But for many around the world, it remains out of reach. Yet, we've always come forward to change that. Education above all is dedicated to making quality education accessible to all. Because when a child learns, they don't just change their future.
I want to be a pilot. I've dreamt of being a scientist.
Doctor. I want to work where I can help people.
They change the world around them.
إمكانياتك معروفة. وبعدين الطريق كان صعب وطويل.
نختلف. وشديد التأثير.
طحت وايد وكل مرة ترجع توقف.
تجاهل الأصوات المحبطة واستمر في الجري.
الصوت المحبط خلى لك دافع للأفضل. كل متسابق عنده قصة، مو ضروري توصل لخط النهاية. محتاج سبب واحد يذكرك أننا مع بعضنا بنتقدم أكثر وأكثر.
الماراثون اختر سباقك.
تطبيق لبيه، منصتك الذكية لإدارة خدماتك الصحية لدى مؤسسة حمد الطبية. للتسجيل حمل تطبيق لبيه من متجر التطبيقات، ثم سجل الدخول عبر معرف التوثيق الوطني لدولة قطر. فعل خاصية بصمة الإصبع أو الوجه لتسهيل الدخول. فعل الإشعارات لتصلك تنبيهات المواعيد والتغييرات. يمكنك من خلال التطبيق الاطلاع على المواعيد الطبية القادمة بكل سهولة، إعادة جدولة المواعيد أو إلغاؤها بخطوة واحدة فقط، استعراض ملفك الطبي والاطلاع على نتائج التحاليل والوصفات الطبية، تقييم حالتك الصحية ذاتياً باستخدام تقنيات الذكاء الاصطناعي. ونعدكم بتقديم المزيد من الخدمات. لبيه، منصتك الذكية لرعاية صحية أفضل، ونسعد بخدمتكم دائماً.